Welcome back to some more FTL Advanced Edition with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, chaos ensued. We won't spoil what happened, as ever, but yeah, definitely a speed run. And I thought, hey, I'm going to try and change my fate a little bit. No, not really. This ship, the Gila Monster, I feel like it's meant to be quite a good ship, but I stink at using it. I haven't even beaten this game on easy with this ship. I'm just terrible at it. We have completed one of the achievements already, so we killed 5 enemy crew in a fight without taking hull damage, again, on easy. Take no prisoners, kill the crew of 20 ships by sector 5, or 6, I think that is. I can read. And then we have, yes, while using the Mantis Cruiser, kill the last enemy with your last crew member on their ship. Essentially, that means you're teleporting everybody over. Which, I mean, if we're going to do that, it's probably easier at the start of the game than later, because we only, well, I say only, we start with the maximum number of crew you can. We start with 4. 3 Mantis and an Engie. So, essentially 3 Battle Lords and your Fixer. You do start with Mantis Pheromones, which makes all of your crew move faster. So why do I think the ship is reasonably good, but I'm so bad at using it? Because it's a boarding ship, and as you've seen, my micromanaging of crew is abysmal. And this ship is entirely that and then some. So the plan with this ship is board the enemy and kill them. Yes, you get more scrap typically when you kill all the crew, but obviously there's risk involved with that as well. And even though I typically prefer the med bay to a cloning bay, I would say that's probably not true when it comes to boarding ships. Clone bays are probably better for boarding ships, because then you don't have to worry if you fail the micro a bit. So that's something to consider. The other thing to consider with this is that the weapons you start off with suck. So you start with a basic laser. The problem is you only start with 1 of them, unlike the Kestrel B, where you have 4, and that makes them quite good just through scale. You only have 1 on a small bomb. Small bombs don't do any hull damage, which is good and bad. I mean, we are a boarding ship, remember. But you need missiles to use it. It also takes a surprisingly long time to charge, considering it does no damage, really. So this, yeah, not my favorite combination. Also, this ship is enormous. So trying to navigate around it also stinks, and the airlock situation's not fantastic either. So maybe it's not the best ship ever. I think it's an okay ship, but I'm just bad at using it. Anyway, I've waffled on for long enough, so what we're going to do first of all is we're going to take 2 Mantis and immediately move them to the teleportation location. My poet didn't even know it. Engie is going to move to engines, and we're going to have our 3rd Mantis be our pilot. We're going to try and get that achievement off the get-go. You also don't start with enough power to run both your engines and your weapons while having the med bay. Not disastrous, but you'll notice you only start with 1 weapon power. That is awful. So essentially you're using a small bomb for anything that has a shield and a laser for anything that doesn't. It's bad. It is a bad start. We might go risky and go for a nebula start. Oh, it's an auto scout. Amazing. You don't have anything to board. So those Mantis are useless doing what they do. I know, cat in the background. This is terrible. Luckily, it doesn't have a shield. So we're just going to keep fighting straight on the weapons, and it's going to try and run away too. Normally that means, hey, let's fight the engines and the piloting. But we can't do that right now because we'll get wrecked. And they have a burst laser too. Great start. Take 3 points of hull damage immediately, and we can't really do anything about it. Just in case it's fires, let's do that. We can open those too. Okay, now we're going to have to shoot the piloting before it escapes. Yeah, keeping its ion weapon up only is fine, and it clearly started with like 3 power, because that's how the burst laser 2 was able to stay on, but yeah, taking 3 damage from the first encounter, not so good. But as you can see with this type of shit, there's going to be a lot of delay for these auto scouts and auto assaults. You really can't do anything to them. And the reward for that was incredibly not worth it. A heavily damaged Federation ship. We can use our teleporter to get... Oh, a Zoltan. Well, that's interesting. So, the Zoltan I like to put in engines, because that means you guarantee got some dodge. And that means we can now move our Genji over to shields. This is going to make the boarding achievement much harder, though, because now we have 5 crew we're going to have to do it with. So it's going to be 3 batches of transportations, essentially. Or teleportations, or whatever. Beam directly onto the ship to try to avoid detection. Well, it worked. That's one of those blue options where you're not really sure if you want to do it. The reason why I did is you usually end up getting a map. So there are 2 stores, but they're not exactly going the way I wanted to go. And we do need combat, but we don't really want combat near the sun. Yeah, we don't really want combat near the sun. We have Mantis. Mantis are terrible at fixing things. So let's not do that. Let's turn the medbay on, though, because now we have Zoltan, we can do that. They don't have anything to heal, so we can board this time. Let's go for boarding piloting. They do have a layer of shield, though, so we do have to use our bomb. And I think what we want to do is bomb their weapon, because their combat drone can't do a lot anyway by itself. Unfortunately, this is going to fire before we can do anything else. And it hit our doors, which is annoying but not disastrous. You need to run away, please. Why do you have so many crew members? Okay, so you need to bravely run away. And then we need you to teleport back so you don't die, because that got very, very close. Again, this is where the clone bay really comes into its own. And the bomb missed. Great. So our saving grace is they don't have a med bay, so we can just send our crew back. But the problem, as you may have noticed, is that we can't really do anything. Other than that. So all we can do is try and get crew over, and that's it. And as you may have noticed, we are incredibly impotent. And we still have this drone that can occasionally do damage to us, like it did there. Zoltan, go over to the oxygen. NG, temporarily go in the engines, please. And now that their crew has finally died, we get a free human, which is going to make boarding even more fun. Also, why? I guess we should close this. I always forget that the piloting only has doors to the sides, which is just stupid. So it means that anybody running across the ship has to take damage in order to get anywhere. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's get this oxygen fixed. Go heal everybody up. So now we're up to 6 people, so we have to do 3 landings, which is just absolutely amazing. It's going to be great fun. This human, you any good at anything? No. Guess you're going over to weapons then, buddy, aren't you? You see why I don't really like this ship yet? Yeah, we'll give you fuel. 20 scrap is fine. We are not going to pay for a mantis. I think we have enough mantises. Funny, we were trying to go for this accomplishment, this achievement, and the game's just like, you know what? We're going to give you all the crew to make this achievement as incredibly difficult as possible. Get into piloting. You have a shield, so we have to use the small bomb, which we're going to use on your weapon, because this combination will most certainly hurt us. They have a mantis as well, just to make this a little bit more unnecessarily difficult for us. You two need to run away. This is called doing the chicken run. There's probably an actual name for it. I don't know what it is, but that's essentially what we're doing. Because, yeah, you can see how low on health they are. And I don't want them to die. That got very, very close. Too close. We need to get them to recover. And then we'll send them back and try and kill the rest of the crew off. This is also very, very expensive for bombs. So we'll need to get a second power very soon. They do have a fire going on, so we can probably stop doing that now. It's gonna basic laser their shield just to keep it occupied. Go back to piloting. And now they're dead. Okay. Now, one thing you do have to be careful of, we know there's a fire. If you keep your crew on the ship, and then the fire blows the ship up, you will lose the crew members without a clone bay. So up to 81 scrap, we do need to, as painful as it is, we have to pay extra for our next system power, which is nasty, but we need it. We need to be able to run both at the same time. I'm not going to spend the reactor power yet, though. Just in case there's something genuinely useful in that shop. But we need to be able to run both in a pinch, just in case. We're not surrendering our crew to slavers. Absolutely not. And we can temporarily... Actually, we can do this as much as I don't want to. Recruit, reduces our evasion, but this is the advantage of having a Zoltan in the engine room. It'll always have power. As long as the actual machine itself isn't broken. You don't have any medical options either. Amazing. They do have a rockman in their weapons room, which is inconvenient. And a human. Okay. Well, the human bit's fine. We're gonna run our mantis away. So yeah, we don't end up shooting them. Then we're gonna go back. And run away. And now our basic laser doesn't need to be there. It can be back in shields, which is where the NG is. So we can probably... This might be a mission where we can transfer everybody over. Okay, I think we can. So small bomb can go down so that our engine has power. Because the NG's not going to come and do anything. And if they power up their shields, I don't really care. Oops, wrong button. You're going to come over to, say, oxygen. Then you two can come over. Yeah, it's trying to power up its FTL drive, so let's go to piloting so it can't do that. Turn the basic laser off at this point, because we don't want to accidentally blow the ship up. We don't really want to blow that up either, because then it'll leave us with only one health left to work with. Send the crew over to shields, which is clearly where the NG is. Okay, there we go. So we got that achievement, the trustworthy autopilot, and we got another human. Cool. This is going to take forever to get you guys back, isn't it? Okay, that was a lot of work to get that achievement done, but at least we can say it's done. So we'll let those guys heal up, we'll move everybody back. 2 humans, like from a boarding perspective, humans are just not very good, because they just aren't very good at anything. But I mean, I guess you can sit indoors. This is another ship that doesn't have sensors. Just like the last ship we used, was it the Vortex NGB? Yeah, this is another ship that lacks that very standard system. Well, subsystem anyway. We're going to demand the surrender of their goods. They're probably going to try and run away immediately. If you do that. Small bomber's going to go to their shields. What do they have to work with? A mini beam and a... Okay. Well, that's interesting. Again, get into piloting, because we can slow them down that way. Human crew only. At least human crew only that has come to defend the piloting station right now. And there's another human there. Okay, well that's what we needed to know. There is a 3rd crew member at least. Bare minimum, which means we have to keep firing, essentially. They blew up our oxygen. That's not good. So I guess that Zoltan's going to come over there and deal with that problem. We need oxygen. That's pretty important. That human's finally coming to say hello. Door human, I need your assistance. I don't know where they're at, so I'm just going to go there just for a second. Actually, basic laser, you should probably keep firing on weapons, at least for now. Small bomb, you're not needed anymore, so stop wasting power. Okay, you are in this room. Oh wow, there are still 2 of you too. That's fun. Okay. Do I want to send over the other mantis? I probably should, even if it completely kills my dodge, because I can just move the weapon guy over. No, we didn't need to. We got a laser charger. That'll be helpful to sell later. Let's move the crew back. Go out of the way. Actually, you can go repair my piloting. Yeah, I never find that doing the boarding technique is all that efficient for your ship, because obviously it takes longer to kill them than usually just to shoot them, so your ship is much more prone to getting hit. Adnan needs to heal as well. Where is Adnan? There. Get out of the way, everybody. Adnan's turn to heal. What's your guys' thoughts on this ship if you played FTL before? And if not, kind of... I mean, it looks cool. I'll give it that much. Okay, well, let's have a look at this charge laser just to show. Yeah. Charge time 6 seconds. You get 1 shot per charge. You can do up to 2. So essentially, it's a basic laser that can fire a little bit quicker, but it takes another power, which we just don't have. So for us, not very helpful. It is one way to get through one shielded enemies, though. So we could go, what, one... Eyeballing it, I think we have the option to do 2 more jumps. So we could go here, then the store, then the exit, I think. Let's hope I'm not wrong. Oh, our oxygen's not turned on. We should probably fix that. We're going to fight that ship, but we are definitely going to turn our oxygen back on because, well, it's kind of important. Yeah, they have the standard laser plus beam combo. It can still hurt us, but we do have to be a little bit careful. It's not as if it's, oh, it's basic, therefore no consequence. They have a rocket and an NG up front. Okay. We'll win that fight. Not by a lot, but we will. Okay, they are now contending with fire on top of everything else. Rock is immune to fire. So we are going to depower that just in case we end up getting hit again. There we go. 4 fuel, 19 scrap. Fine. And then we can heal them up while our human... Actually, let's get the human to heal up too, and we'll have the other human repair the door. Because he probably wants to get some experience, because repairing weapons is pretty important. And as soon as he's done there, we can move everybody back to their places. I wish the crew teleporter was in a room that had, you know, 4 tiles, not 2. Then I probably wouldn't hate this ship as much, but... Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Okay, we don't need to buy a rock. We don't need to buy a drone. It does come... Well, drone control here comes with my favorite drone. And this is slightly more interesting than normal. Because if we're boarding, our primary objective for our ship is to improve its defense. And drone control does do that. The problem is it takes so much power to run a drone system that we just don't have right now. But having said that, it does come with drone control Mark 1. Sorry, defense drone Mark 1, which will shoot all of the missiles that come towards us that we typically have problems with. But it doesn't help us against laser beam combo ships. So I think we'll go mind control. This is a great combination with boarding ships. And do we want to sell the charge laser? I'm going to keep it for now. I almost certainly will not use it, but for now we'll keep a hold of it. And yes, we did get the number of beacons correct for once. Five missiles, 2 drones to improve our reactor. Risky, because we do use missiles, but I think for now we're okay with that. This is a horrible layout. Wow, this is a horrible layout. So we don't get many choices in terms of pathing, so... If we go rock controlled, we're probably going to have to deal with more missiles, but we end up with more combat. But I would quite like to pick up a slug, if possible. So I'm going to go up north for a change into the nebula. I would like to pick up a slug so we can see where people are, even if we don't have sensors. However, trying to get a slug when you don't have a slug to start can be tricky and problematic. This layout is also pretty stinky, because all of the non-nebulous locations are all in a place I can't really reach. And that's awful as well. So, yeah, a rock-armored transport nearby looks to have lost its bearings. Whatever life form you are, we find you repugnant. We seek no aid, leave now. Pretty sure if you have a rock crew, you get a slightly nicer option than this, but we don't. We have a lot of different species, but not a rockman. So we're going to... Well... I thought we were on pause. That's a great start. We don't need mind control here because we can't really see. What on earth are we going to do here? We're going to have to go boarding. Like, we really don't have a choice. So let's board immediately. Let's board into a place where they only have 2 spaces. Thank goodness they missed with 1. Okay, so there's the rock you'd expect. There's the other rock you'd expect. We will proactively move our 2 humans in, because we're not arming any weapons. We're just going to take our 2 humans in to help the Mantis fight. That's mildly annoying, but not that bad. You guys are going to run away. Now the two that are here are going to go there. We have a fire in the med bay. That's significantly worse. Let's do that. And then, yes, the two humans in here can come help. The rockmen will probably come over to try and deal with the mantis, which they did. And they're dead. Okay, perfect. So move all these guys into the same room. We can't see any more fire. Let's close up shop. As a precaution, in a moment, once the oxygen's back in the room, we'll send a mantis over to investigate. We also need to turn our oxygen on, would probably be a good idea. Again, microing, not my specialty. Yeah, there's no fire, so get that repaired. You guys come on back. As slow as you guys are, you two are the ones that need to get the health recovery, so let's get you repairing. Turn the teleporter off so we can afford to turn the med bay on. And now we get you healed up. Yeah, luckily there was only 2 rocks in that ship. There had been 3 or 4. This would have been significantly more dangerous. And let's get you moved back. Again, I wish... Could the crew teleporter have not been, like, here in the middle, next to the pilot? No, it has to be on this other side, next to absolutely nothing. Nothing. Never been so happy to see a nothing. And yeah, for the people there that might be saying, well, why did you even get mind control? You can't see, you don't have sensors. When we board, we can see. Situations like this, though, I will be completely honest and tell you they suck. They really suck. I don't know where they are. Okay, they're attacking mind control, so they're over here. Which is probably fine. Okay, there are 3 of them. Let's take the Zoltan in as well and help out. These 2 mantis can't really get too involved, but let's do whatever we can. We can close the doors. Clearly that's not going to be the play. You 2 get out. You 2 get in. And that's not too bad. Okay, well, it was a beacon with nothing of any value to us in there, which is bad, but in terms of the actual net result there, nothing too terrible. Let's get everybody healed back up. And then once that has happened, like that, again, let's get everybody back to their original place. Change places! Oh, wow, what a convenient place for a store, said no one ever. Not that we really have a lot of scrap to utilize, but yeah, we don't get that as an option. Yeah, we're going to attack them. Probably going to have fellow mantis on the ship, which is not ideal, but what are you going to do? Going to shields. What do you have for weapons? A mini beam and a laser. So again, you can definitely hurt me. We can mind control the mantis that is in there, which will then cause them to attack the piloting, which I guess is fine. In this case, small bomb's just going to attack the weapons. No, I tell a lie. You're going to attack the med bay. And I guess that means random laser, you can just do whatever you want, because you're going to be no use. Yeah, that'll hurt. Oop, there's another mantis there. Get out of the way. Oh, plane tropical forward. Good choice again. I will say, good choice. You need to get out. You both really need to get out. Yeah, this is pain. This ship is pain. We should really change to shield so I can then attack... that's not a shield. I guess we can just attack the weapon, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Probably should have switched earlier, but what are you going to do? Get into med. You'll need to charge it up with something, so do that. And we need to get over there before they heal their med bay, which they have just done. That's terrible. Yeah, this is a bad situation for us. But at least with their weapons down, we shouldn't get completely destroyed now. Transfer you guys over. Then you two will take their place. Don't fight them in the med bay. What are you doing? What we do want to do, though, is mind control. And then get out. And then they're going to come in with two of their guys. The other one's going to attack the med bay, which is fun. Why did we turn the small bomb off? What are we doing? What are we doing? Brain, what are you doing? Why can't we turn that on? Why can't we turn anything on? Oh, we're out of missiles. Wow, that was dumb of me. Why? I was like, why can't I do this? Because it's telling you, dumb. That means we're gonna have to put the charge laser on instead. So land your Mantis crew in, say, piloting. You two are gonna move. And then, yeah, you're going to keep shooting the med bay for now. And we're going to go into the med bay as well. Yes, we might get shot a little bit, but it's fine. Where's the others? Where are the others? The Luan T. I don't know where you are, so... I don't see them. So stop shooting then. Unless you're going to go shoot once in the shields. You two with the health. Yeah, you guys go forward. There we go. Ooh, a burst. Oh, I thought that was a burst laser Mark II for a second. It's not. Well, that was not very well handled, I think it's fair to say. We still won the fight, but at a bit of a cost. We also have no missiles whatsoever at this point, so we're going to have to use the charge laser as our weapon. Not always going to be auto-firing with this one, that is for sure. Gonna get you healed before I forget. And then you three. You're already fully healed, so who's not? Get the Zoltan in. Get Fishy in. Get Neelis in. Everybody gets a turn in the healing bay. And return. That's a lot of troop movement. Okay, so we need to hope. I don't recall if Nebulas have one or two shops. And we've already seen one of them, so we know that the odds of finding much else in here is pretty limited. But we're running out of fuel. I need something. Oh, we got another person. We got a rock. So we have 8 crew members already. Will's not any good at anything, but he is a rock man, so we're going to put him in oxygen in case oxygen ever catches fire, which would be terrible. And it means he's near the teleporter. And after Mantis and Lanius troops, I would say you probably then want Rocks as the next best choice, just because they have so much endurance. Oh good, a scout we can't do any of that with. Well, there's no point doing the charge up in this case. You just want to shoot them ASAP. And they are only weapons. And they're going to try and run away, but we need to shoot their weapons first. Okay, if it's just laser, I think we're okay. Yeah, because it's just a single laser. So let's shoot the piloting. That will cause them to be delayed if we hit them one more time. Come on, if we hit them one more time. There we go. Now we can go back to shooting the weapon so we don't have that bomb come back online. And now we can start shooting the engines so they can't escape. Okay. Thank goodness this was a very weak ship. Because trying to catch ships trying to FTL away is not our specialty right now. That is a definite thing we can say for sure. Okay. No harm, no foul. Still don't see any sign of anything like a shop. But this beacon has lots of alternative paths, so we'll see what we can find. Nothing. And nothing. Oh, great. Well, it'd probably be a little bit dangerous to move there in case we don't see anybody, but I think moving here is not too dangerous. He says as he ends up in Plasma Storm. Okay. Well, we clearly need to have shields. So let's turn the weapons off so we can have a bar of shields. And then we can transfer people over to try and murder them. They have all kinds of things, but we're going to have to go for the clone bay first. They can only afford to put 2 beams on, though. So yeah, that layer of shields will mean we're safe. We don't have our med bay turned on, though, so we do have to remember that. And I hope we actually do remember that. The Rockman can come in, and we don't actually care about having any evasion in this situation, so we can use the other Mantis. Well, we're clearly going to need to. I thought we might end up winning the battle there, but I don't see any sign of that event happening. Is it just because the clone base is still alive? It might be. Well, now it's not, and they are toast, so we should be okay at this point. No, they're... No, I was going to say, there's no way they had more than that in there. And they don't. So, problem solved. Go heal. Will will go in afterwards. No, Will can go in. He got there in time. Yeah, Neelis doesn't even need to heal, so that's perfectly fine. So that went pretty well. The one positive thing about Plasma Storms is that as the human, you like to think you'll optimize better than the AI does. Having watched me play, you might disagree. But that's the thought. That is the theory, anyway. This means we don't necessarily... We're not going to run out of fuel straight away. We can't go there, that's too dangerous, but we can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we could have milked a few more beacons. But the thing about the nebula is, yeah, you can milk more beacons, but most of the time there's nothing in there. We don't need to power the med bay. We can power up mind control for when we jump over. They do have badness in terms of what they could hit us with, and there's not much we can do to avoid that event from happening. So we're just gonna have to teleport over, get our rock into place, take our door person over there as well, because they can't board us. That's just a human. Who else do they have? Another human. Okay, well, that's fine then. We'll mind control. This is gonna hurt, probably. Yeah, and the shields, which is absolutely terrible. Good job there's an NG down there. So we're gonna blow up their piloting, because they don't have a way of healing. And then we're gonna go straight to weapons. And we do have 2 full charges on our laser, so we can go for shields. Like that. And we're going to, again, plow into their weapons because we don't want to get shot by more than one other missile, which I think was unavoidable, but yeah, there it goes. And now we can stop shooting them, I think. Yep, there we go. No more signs of life. Oh, our teleporter is broken. Well, that's not going to work, is it? Mr. End, you can go and heal. You two can go over and deal with that. Yeah, we can't get our crew back if our teleporter is busted. So let's go get that dealt with. I just love the thought of a mantis trying to repair with essentially scythes for hands. Like, how does that even... How would that work? Who knows? What a strange visual image that is. Okay, everybody's healed. Get back to where you were going. I'm not sure we're going to get the 20 crews achievement done, but we'll see. Did we already get another one? I don't even remember anymore. No, so we still need to complete at least one of these. I thought we did Battle Royale, though, didn't we? Think? Yeah, I think we did that earlier this run. But the game doesn't seem to think so, The store. That actually was a store back here, I'm amazed. Clone Bay is there. Oh, man, I wish we could get cloaking as well, but we would have to sell a lot. There's a Burst Laser Mark 1. Not the weapon we're looking for. More bombs, and of no use to us because we don't have any missiles. So I think our play here is Scrap Recovery Arm, Clone Bay. Yeah, it will replace our Med Bay, and I'm not thrilled by the notion, but I think it is the right thing to do. Grab the fuel, heal for 3. This Burst Laser 3 we are never going to use. It's just way too inefficient. So that can go. Which means we can fix our ship a little bit more. Do that. And now we're starting to get a little bit going. Get a third slot for weapons. We can't really afford to power it right now, but at least it means we have lasers, plural, on the go. So that's better than nothing. And then, yeah, Clone Bay. Again, I don't love Clone Bays, but for the type of event we're going to have to deal with, it's just necessary, I guess. And there was nothing in the exit. Oh, good. Nebula or Nebula again. Like, at least I was hoping one of them would at least be a slug nebula, but no. Can't get that lucky. This layout is a little bit better. There's a couple of options that aren't just in slug territory. This is a beacon of death, so we're definitely not going over there. And yeah, not having sensors isn't really that big a deal when you're in a place that sensors don't work in. This is a little bit scary. So we're going to have to power on. We don't need that or that right now. We can power up all of our weapons. Well, all the weapons that matter, I guess. No, we should do this because we do have a missile. Please don't hack our weaponry, please. That would be awful. Okay, well that is irrelevant because we're not doing anything with it anyway. So we are going to take a hit, I'm sure. But hopefully just one with that mini beam. Okay. So now we have to turn the small bomb off, turn the charge laser off auto fire. Now we should be able to do enough to start damaging this shield next time around. Oh well, that's good enough. That is good enough. The basic laser is going to go for weapon, charge laser is going to go for shields. And assuming we can get our shield back online, we shouldn't take any more damage than what we just took. Yeah, now we should be fine. We did take a hit, but now we should be okay. And they're going to get mauled by incredibly rubbish weaponry. Yeah, I didn't think with the charge laser would be that useful, but just the sheer speed that it can charge at does help when you have a ship with just this impotent an attack stat. Big ol' nothing in this area. Nothing. So we're going to be probably taking this route around. I'm not expecting a ton of, like, stores or anything, but a distress beacon would be good. Oh my word, nothing. This is why nebulas suck. Because there's so many empty beacons. Intruders on board. Attacking me in piloting. Okay. Well, that's fine. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I'm happier that they didn't use the actual... They didn't attack in the teleporter, because I want our transport troops to always be at full health as much as they can be. So the way we're going to do this then is we're going to try and suffocate them as much as we can. And then we're going to make them pick a direction. So these two troops are just going to waste their time for a little bit. Okay, they're going over here towards weapons. We're going to go over there as well. Oh, they made it into oxygen. Okay, well that works, I guess. We can take a little bit of damage from them. Close all the doors. Apart from the ones that they break, I guess. Is there any air anywhere right now? Not quite. And move everybody back. Zoltan and the Clone Bay are a very good combination, because even though Zoltan are the worst in combat, I would say, of anybody, arguably even more so than Engies, they don't do the half damage like Engies, but they have less health, so they last a lot less time in combat. But they do explode and do damage when they die to the opponent, so it's not all bad news. But that can be a bit of like a bomb surprise. Might as well attack the pirates. On this occasion, we... Is it even... Well, they could board us, which is interesting. Just in case they do, I preemptively do that. Let's see what they do. Okay, they have missiles and missiles. They have lasers and lasers. They don't have missiles. That's the exact opposite thing. We do need to power at least that combination. Yeah. And then we'll leave the charge laser charging in case we end up breaking any of their shields. Because they don't have any way of healing either, so... I'm not that worried about, like, prolonged battle here. But, should we attack the shields? We probably should first. There's an NG. That's an easy combat. And another NG. Okay, well, I'm glad we went in to attack them. That's not the one I wanted to... Yeah, that's not the one. But if there's only two NGs on this ship, then it could be a heck of a lot worse. Oh, there's a slug. Hi, slug. That was a poor decision. There are still intruders of... Well, no, I was going to say there are still intruders aboard, but that's not true. If the rock dies of asphyxiation while this goes on, that's not a big deal either. This is going to hurt, though, so let's power up the engine, see if we can dodge any of them. No, of course not. They're all dead, but we couldn't dodge any of them, because that would be too convenient. I know you're bad at repairing, but can you guys go over and help with this, please? And if you explode, it's not a big deal. Again, we have the Clone Bay going on, so... I'm not sending the NG over because I don't want the NG to lose skills. Whereas if the pilot dies, that's good. Of course he didn't die. Well, we're going to vent you out anyway. Sorry. There's no point leaving you on absolutely no health. Same with the rock. The Zoltan can. Like, that's not a big deal if the Zoltan's left on a few hit points. Okay. See, it feels a bit rude, but essentially all we're doing is just rebuilding them, right? So, it's not probably quite as rude as it looks. Especially with the rock. Like, we're just recreating the rock, right? We're creating nature. It's actually a beautiful thing, is what I'm saying to myself. Let's turn the oxygen back on, please. That would be great. Is there a shop near us? Kind of. Ion Storm. Ion Storm. There's a distress beacon down south. Is that the direction we want to go? So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think we'd be able to do that. So if we're going to go that route, we need to think, how are we going to get another layer of shields? We need another 50 and then 90 based on power. So we need to probably do another jump. I don't see a ship there, so I'm not going to run the risk of just getting into a bad event. Yeah, the offer was a lie. So if we'd bought the weapon, he would have just attacked us anyway. So no harm, no foul on that one. We need to power up our teleporter. They also have a teleporter, so we're going to have attacks on both sides. They only have one layer of shields in this case. But we can... I wish we had just a smidge more power. I was going to say what we can do is we can turn all of our power onto weapons, but I don't think we will. But anybody other than an Engie? There is a human, so let's see if we can get the human mind-controlled. Where are the bag... Okay, here they are. Inconvenient. But I don't think it's going to be that bad, honestly. Yeah, so we just took out their NG in piloting. We're going to try and take out their piloting. Our weapons are now fully charged. Let's go shoot on them. Beautiful. And now we don't want to auto-charge yet. There are still intruders detected, but I don't see where they are. Okay, they moved back. That's fine then. Put you guys back. That's going to hurt. Oh, it didn't. It missed. Whoa. I thought we were going to get smoked, but we didn't. So we're going to start doing our charged laser. Where at? Foliate weapons. Because, yeah, we're now going to rip through their shields. And we don't need to because they're all dead. Well, let's shoot them anyway and miss. Go team! You missed your open goal. Oh yeah, we don't need to do that anymore. Force habit, I'm still trying to move my troops over to a med bay we don't have. Old habits die hard. I'd like to go there, but I'm worried we might get caught, so I'm going to take the wimpy route and skip that step. And there was nothing in it. Well, we kind of thought there might be, and we had proof there wasn't. I do think, even though we're still going to struggle to power it, we should try and at least have the option for that layer of shield, just so we have options in the fight, depending what shows up and what doesn't. Ooh, giant aliens event. Absolutely not. Hard pass. The consequences of that event can be and usually are dire. That's a good deal, but I'm not going to do it. Because I need the scrap right now, and we have the perfect amount of fuel to get to that store, assuming we don't get any fuel from any events. And we got another NG. Now, you can only have 8 crew. This guy's a shield expert. Our other NG is almost a shield expert. Combat and weapons. Jun Peng, I'm sorry to tell you, but bye. We are definitely keeping an NG instead, especially an NG that's good at shields. Better at shields than our current fella, so you're going to go over there. And you are going to come to weapons, and weapons boy is going to go to the door. Which, sorry Adam, I know you were nearly leveling up on weapons, but you're also kind of just not very good because you're a human in this game, so what are you going to do? I think that's an upgrade, trading a human for an NG. Can we do anything to this guy? Here's the thing, and we're going to test this, because I don't know the answer. There's no oxygen here, obviously, but I don't know if 2 Mantis can break a system before they will die of suffocation. I don't know the answer to that question. Like, I genuinely don't know, so let's find out. Survey says... Well, survey says we get hit by a very rude attack. Okay, the answer is no, apparently. And we're getting kind of wrecked, so we need to do something. Do anything. I wonder if rocks could do it, because I think do rocks take less asphyxiation damage from oxygen? No, I think that might be crystals. I don't remember. There's too much going on. Well, if that's the case, then let's power up the basic laser, and it's also going to attack shields just for now. Because we very clearly need to do something. But yeah, these 2 drones in conjunction... Oh, come on, man. These 2 drones in conjunction are kind of rude because they're just following each other around. Okay, that's down. So now basic laser is going to attack the weapon slot. Our 2 Mantis are back. Welcome. Oh, come on, stop missing. Shields are back down. We're not going to jump. Even though we might take a little bit more damage, we're not going to jump. Okay, now we should be fine. Wow, that was messy. And they're done. Ooh, another burst laser Mark III. Not what I want. Like, laser Mark II would be 10 out of 10, but a Mark III is just too expensive to use. Like, we don't have 4 power to fire 5 shots. Just not gonna happen, so get rid of it. Clearly we're gonna have to do a bit of fixing. We could now... Another thing we could do is sell our Mantis pheromones and instead get cloaking, which I think is a really smart plan. So you're going to go... You're now going to happen. I know it's my ship's final slot, which means we can't have hacking, which is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? We have 5 scrap. So I'm tempted to get rid of the small bomb as well. Yeah, we just don't have any ammunition for it. And that way we can get some fuel and repair 6 points of hull. Bold decision, but I think we have to. We still don't have enough power for anything, too. So we have things we need to do. That's definitely for sure. No, we're going to have to attack this ship. And they are laser and beamy. So I think we're going to turn all of this off so we can turn everything else on. And our mantis were not where they should be, so that was my fault. Let's move you now over to piloting, where there is a human, which we are immediately going to mind control. And they have at least 2 more humans. Okay. We can try and now dodge the Burst Laser Mark II. Which, I mean, we wish we could get a hold of, but apparently the game only wants to give us Mark IIIs we can't use. That's nice of it. And these guys have no capacity to heal. So if we can take this out quickly enough, we're not going to get shot again. Perfect. No signs of life. Get you guys back. Nazir, I'm sorry you're going the way of the getting roasted with no oxygen. Sorry about that. But yeah, you are really, really low on health. The other one is kind of half health, so we'll leave him be. And then we play the cloning game. If we could power up the clone bay, you do heal more on every jump, but we don't have the power to do that right now. We're just gonna have to go to the exit beacon, I think. And what a surprise, there's nothing in it. NG Homeworlds. Well, I think we're pretty well suited for this one. I'm not sure if you noticed the jump cut there. I had to run to the lavatory. Yes, we're now in NG space, and yeah, we're on the struggle bus a little bit. Distress beacon off the get-go. We are going to need to get to a store. That exit is in a pretty poor location. We have to get an extra power. It's just something we have to do. Dangerous. Let's board it. Oh, well, normally I'd say save the NG, but I think in this case we can save the drone schematic because we need to sell it. So an anti-ship fire drone we will never use for anything other than Doshwanga. I think we go here for more beacons to view. They have hacking and drones and a clone bay. There's a lot going on here. Well, now that we have enough power, we can at least get our engines up to full beam. We're clearly not going to be able to take the weapons out with our weapons, so we're just going to have to deal and board immediately into clone bay. And then our rock is going to come in immediately. They don't have the ability to board us, so our human in the doors can come down as well. And pick a human, any old human. Oh, that's rude. They hacked our piloting, which means our human can't get through. That's a design flaw with this ship that I hadn't even thought about. Yeah, hadn't even crossed my mind, that one. But yeah, that's a pretty fatal flaw. And they have a system repair drone which we're hitting, which I was curious at first what we were actually attacking. Yeah, we need to take out their clone bay, please. Like, really quickly, because we're getting shot at massively. And there they go. And we got another crew member. Another NG. Now, in this case, I don't want to get rid of the other human that we have, particularly. Because while we need them as a backup person to, you know, attack other ships with. And Neelis, despite the fact that he is a mantis, is genuinely quite good at manning piloting now. You specialize in engines. No, I think we get rid of Lysan. I'm sorry, but that you're not who I want. Like, I don't need crew right now. I need essentially anything other than crew. Anything other than crew is better. Just anything. Like, could I have melted the NG down into fuel? That would have been helpful. And because we're going to have to probably wait for a distress beacon receival, we're going to move as far ahead as we can. 43 scrap's pretty good, but not what we need. So, what do we want to do? We have 104 scrap. Do we want to boost cloaking? Do we want to make our crew teleporter faster? Do we want to heal more damage on jumps from the clone bay? Like, the actual clone recharge time is not anything I care about, but the health per jump is useful. Or do we just want to make our dodge better? Essentially, we want everything, but we can't really do anything. I think we go 1 extra power. Do that, maybe? 1 engine, 1 clone. No, 1 clone. 1 engine, 1 cloaking, 2 power, I think is what we do. We still don't have any weapons that are worth increasing our weapon power for. So that's not a priority. And yes, we now are just going to have to play the waiting game. Oh, well, that's rude. We didn't get anybody to help us. We got a drone instead. Well, that sucks. So what we're going to do, the damaged mantis we're going to leave behind. We don't need mind control. We'll start powering up the charged laser. And they have a missile as well. Neat. Okay. Let's send the current crew over that we have to... We're going to have to do shields. And try and break the shields. That way we can then fire our charge laser and do something useful. Hopefully there's no fire in there that we can't see. Cloak, so we don't get hit by the missile, please. Oh, we did anyway. Amazing. Really good. Can the Rockman make this happen? Nope. So shoot the... Yeah, so shoot that while we can. So it's good to know that even a mantis and a rock together cannot break 2 layers with no air. Annoying, but probably not hugely surprising. We should now switch, though, to taking our teleporter off, get our basic laser on. And now we need to start shooting those weapons before we just get absolutely smashed. And they're charging their FTL now too, which is very rude. So I guess we'll have to shoot their piloting as well. I think we might have got away with that, but just in case, yeah, there's just fire in cloaking, so let's gas that out. Yeah, it's doing a little bit of roasting action. And that's not good. You are just going to run away because you have no chance of dealing with that. And yeah, it did 1 damage to our piloting. That's not a huge surprise. And now our engines are on fire too, because this middle room, I guess, must be on fire as well. That's not ideal. I still hear fire, but I don't see fire. Rockman, you're immune to fire. Can you take a look? I still don't see fire. It's not in here, is it? Yeah, I only see it here. Okay. This is a precaution. Yeah, there must be a fire in here that I can't see. Okay. Well, we're going to let the Zoltan die intentionally. Neelis is going to run away. Open that up as well as a precaution. We still have fire. Where is the fire? Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, now we don't have any fire. Well, that was wild. And because you're going to be really bad at repairing that, go help him, please. Yeah, we had some s'mores, some roasted Zoltan. And everybody revert back to where you need to go. Everyone seems to have some health, so we should be alright on that front. At least we got fuel. At least that's something. So we probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably. Assuming we get any fuel from the combat. Okay, well they gave us fuel, which is exactly what I want. And, oh, that's convenient. We're going right there. Yes, we can do that. Thank you for your reward of exactly where we were planning to go. I guess we could down... No, that'd be too dangerous. So we'd have to go... Go here first and then go to the store afterwards. Oh, a defense drone Mark 1. Cool. We can't get any more ship stations, so we are never going to employ that, so that's just going to get sold. 25 for you, 25 for you. That's pretty tasty. Can't get hacking. We can get backup battery, but yeah. Hacking stun, terrible. Battery charger does work with battery backup, but meh. Repair arm. No. It is interesting to put that with scrap recovery arm, but I think that's just terrible. We're gonna have to buy fuel. They do have weapon. Oh, my word. Can we get any weapons that don't just stink? Heavy laser Mark II is interesting because it does fire twice, but it still needs 3 power, which we're just not really able to do. And this is just an, well, I say upgraded. It's a version of the charged laser we already have that charges even faster but needs 3 power. I don't hate this weapon as much as I thought I did, but this is still bad. Like a burst laser Mark II is still infinitely better than this. Ugh. We're gonna have to get something that doesn't stink at some point, though. And would I prefer a heavy laser Mark II or a charged laser type? Sorry, heavy laser 2 or a charge 2? I'd take the charge 2. But there's not a huge amount in it because I don't like either of them. I hate to say it, but we're gonna have to buy it, aren't we? I think it's the best weapon we're gonna get, which is absolutely tragic. We're just gonna have to... It can hold up to 4 charges, which I mean is something, but not thrilled by that. And I'm gonna have to spend another reactor power, I think. Okay. Oh, there's a distress beacon. Would we be able to get there in time? I highly doubt it. So I think we're just gonna have to go straight to the exit. Yeah, no, we really can't afford to do that. Oh, there's the other store. Really helpful. We do have the possibility of diving in this sector, but I think it's just way too dangerous. Our ship's just not that good. Okay, well, which energy-controlled region do you want to go to? Let's just keep going in a straight line. At least we match up well against Engis, so at least that's one thing going for it. I don't think any of these are going to be dead ends, right? No, they're not. Okay, this is a fine setup then. No beacons of doom. Oh, this is the Dread Pirate 2 co event. I feel like I should remember what that is, but I don't. Sorry. My apologies, I don't remember. 2 layers of shield. They don't have any way to heal. I think this is a turn all of your weapons off board situation, although having said that, I probably can't even... I bet they're slugs. So probably not. Do that then, just for the moment. I'm going to put you up front. At least you charge the quickest. You have cloaking. You're probably going to do that off the get-go, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, you are. We're just going to sit here like a lemon until he gets out of cloaking, I guess. Alright. Now we'll try boarding. We're actually going to board in the cloaking. Mr. Doorman, we're going to come ask for your assistance. And we're going to try and evade all of that garbage, which we did. They're humans. Okay. Sure. There's an NG. I thought there'd be slugs in this, but no, there are 4 crew members, which is good to know. Okay, well, this is your best shot at breaking the shields down, so I think this is the time to do it. Although, I'm going to shoot them in the O2. Not because I particularly care about killing the oxygen, but more because, well, their crew was there. And then we can turn you off. We do not want auto fire on this occasion. Absolutely not. No more life signs. Perfect. Okay, well, that was easy. I thought there'd be a lot more to it than that, but there was not. Let's move you guys back. Let's move you guys back. You. Everybody go back to their original position, please. Then we're just going to wait politely until our mind control charge comes back. And we will venture forwards. That went well. 79 scraps, not enough to really do anything. We can have our NG... Yeah, so this is the virus event, I think. So Fleeshy's going to disappear. He was in weapons. Do I care about that? No, I don't think I do, because I've got borders instead. Admittedly, they're not super duper healthy, but they'll do. Yeah, go into drones, please. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. And bombs are harder to dodge. You should probably get over here. I'm probably going to need you in combat. Let's do that. I thought there'd be more crew than this. So I'm going to convert you now. Yeah, there's the 3rd NG. I am okay if you die. And you're going to go after the shields. Oh, they didn't actually manage to kill him. That's fine, I guess. Just in case you're over in piloting, let's shoot your piloting then. Nope, they're all dead. Okay. Well, our guy's back. So that's pretty neat. And now he is back as Mr. Super Everything. We're still going to keep him in shields, I think. If anything, that's an even bigger impetus to put him in shields. Move you back. Go back to your original positions. I'm sorry, you two are both in a position where I think you just need to get roasted. I hate the sound they make, the clicking, collapsing state. It's horrible. But I think that's the right thing to do. It's making them healthy, so if anything, we're just being nice to them. Right? Right? Whatever helps me sleep at night, I guess, right? I do wish it would move a bit quicker. Not really for me, but for the sake of the video. But that's okay. Yeah, this will definitely be a split in two video. That's absolutely guaranteed. That 2 hour, 11-minute video that I did for Halloween just absolutely broke everything. They might give us nothing, but I'm just going to say that we're friendly. Sometimes they're just like, oh, okay, here's the stuff anyway. And I don't really want to combat them again. Okay, cool. 52 scrap if we get them to where... And then we get a bonus if we get them to where they need to go. That's quite a lot of scrap. Let's see if we can roll for a bit. Well, we're going to have to get full fuel anyway, but let's see if we can roll for a better weapon. Or any weapons. The answer is no. They only have 3 fuel. What the hell is this store? Terrible. I don't have a slug, so I'm going to pick up sensors. Doesn't cost me any power to run it. But at least we're going to see where the fires are. I think we'll save us some hull points, so I think that's worth it. So next level of shields takes 100 scrap before you can consider power, so I think we should do that now. Lock that in. Because there's no other store that we can see. And now we have an alternate option, depending on what's going on. Yeah, we'll listen to your offer. Yes, so this is the Don't Kill Them mission. Ooh, they have a terrifying missile. Okay. So with this... If we kill all the crew in this mission, I imagine we fail the mission. I've never really thought about it. So I think for this one then, what we do is move our doorman down to sensors. Don't send anybody over. Power that up. This is still kind of scary. Oh, they mind controlled us. That's adorable. No, let's just use our mind control to undo theirs then. Turn the cloning bay off. Maximize our evasion, I think. Because we're clearly going to have to clone through getting maced. So, yeah, we'll do that. And then we're just going to charge our weapons and then fire them all at once on the shield. Yeah, because actual laser penetration is not that good. Oh, hang on. Yeah. 89% chance to dodge. That was fine. Let's fire everything on the shields. Oh, come on, dude. You had one job. And now you missed everything, so we're going to have to wait to charge up again. Maybe we do send crew over anyway, just to blow some stuff up more quickly. Yeah, they have so much crew. 3 NGs, 2 humans, and a Zoltan. Yeah, if I end up... I'm going to end up having to kill some crew anyway. Which means we're going to have to start off in the clone bay, which is a rarity. And I think we even take our sensors man over with the rock as well. We're going to have to take at least a couple of batches of people. And we may have to do this as well, because, yeah, we don't want them to die and then not be recovered. Yeah, don't do that. Don't shoot each other. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Psych, no it's not. Please don't hit me. Oh, you didn't. Okay, perfect. And then you are going to go mace their shields. And as soon as we do any shield damage... Oh, our clone... Yeah, our clone bay needs to be powered on. Very temporarily turn our oxygen off. You need to go in there as well, please. I think we now just use our fire to shoot. And see if we can kill anybody in the shield room. No, not quite? Okay. You're gonna go into the shield room, try and kill that NG. You're gonna cloak, because I don't want to get hit. Oh, you hit me anyway. For 4 damage on my oxygen. That's pretty rude. I never put virus back in weapons, did I? That was dumb. That was kind of stupid. Okay, the Mantis did defeat the NG, I think. Like that. And then... we need to get in the clone bay. Like, get... actually, hang on. You're going to be suiciding, essentially, here. If my... anything could hit... holy moly, like, nothing can hit. We can't hit the problem. We can't do any damage to this ship. What are you doing? Get in the clone bay. Yeah, we can't do anything to this ship. Like, at all. Nothing. We don't have the attacking power to infiltrate anything. Okay, at least we broke their clone base, so they now can't just keep recruiting over and over again. Hit the wrong button, but fine. That's not what I wanted to do. So yes, you don't get the full reward if you kill all the crew, which we kind of expected, but that wasn't my intention anyway. Ah, dear. Now we know. You two are just going to get killed. Well, that was dumb and pointless. We did all that combat, at least we learned something new. We learned something I thought was already the case, but now we know for sure. Okay, you two are going to go repair that breach, please. Yeah, I'm sorry that your pirate friend... Ooh, I knocked my drink down. That's real professional. Yeah, I'm sorry that we tried to teach them a lesson. Well, we kind of did by just murdering them. And yes, Virus needs to actually get put somewhere useful. I thought he was going in the shield room, but I guess not. Getting weapons. I don't remember what I said 2 minutes ago. Go team. Okay. Alright. Fine. That's how that went. I guess we can try again another distress beacon and see if we try out to murder the objective. Oh dear, dear. Forward scout. Dangerous to board, but we're going to anyway. We're going to board their piloting. Yes, they are going to charge, which is why we want to do that. Mind control their pilots. Where are you boarding? In our clone bay? Oh no. Mr. Rock, can you deal with him, please? And then our human can come over to help with the boarding party. They do have a med bay, so we're going to have to deal with kind of that component of it. But we need to kill their piloting first. Of course they hit our cloaking. I was hoping we might be able to get through one go without having to use that, but... yeah, no, we should have just done it. We should have just cloaked. That was a mistake. We're going to this time. We're not going to make the same mistake. I say not make the same mistake twice, but it didn't seem to matter, did it? Oh boy, the luck is not with us right now. We're gonna have to turn engine down, turn clone bay on because our rock's about to die, and we can't have that happen. We need to get in the med bay before they heal it up, please. Stop smashing everything. Okay, now you're going to come here instead then. Oh, that was too late. I'm having a bit of a mare. Killed our own guy, but that's fine. They now don't have a med bay. So we need to... get the rock back over. You were going to repair, but I need you over there. Like yesterday. My evasion is pathetic. Okay, where are they? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're dead. Amazing. That's what happens when you pay too much attention on boarding and nothing else. Hey, whoopsie daisy. A bit of an anticlimactic end. We might just have to use the boarding ship on easy ones and see if we can get it done. Maybe we'll do that in next episode. Yeah, it's a bit of an ego hit, but what are you going to do, right? But we'll try a boarding ship next episode. I just want to try and unlock a couple of the ships. Hopefully you did enjoy, though, and hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you did, give it the old subscribe and like Coronis. Take care now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.